remarkable victory. Just a reminder of the two teams there for tonight's second T20I. Mohamed Adil Alam come in place of the injured Handan Yadav. He misses out in a debut for Zishan Matara. And we've just seen Jediah Blades, the other change. It's Obed McCoy and Raymond Simmons who miss out from the 11 2 days ago. Will be Akil Hussain to take the new ball as he does so well. But what has that win 2 days ago meant to those people, not just back home in Nepal for you, Sharad, but diaspora all over the world?
It means a lot. I mean, coming a win against a full member nation. It hadn't been any time before. We won against Afghanistan, but a long time back. So, yeah, the spirits are high. The team's more confident. Hopefully they can continue.
Get him again, Akil, come on.
I think it's a good one to mention as well, Afghanistan. You think about probably where they were at maybe 10 ago. You think about sort of 2014 on the eve of going into their first 50-over World Cup. Oh, now this is surely going to be trapped LBW. And Akil Hussain has Kushal Bertel twice in 2 matches. Tried to change the approach, dismissed attempting a cut in the opening T20. Tries to work it into the leg side, but he's trapped dead in front.
I was trying to play with that angle coming in. You'd see it was pushed in, and he was too late. Struck him right in front of the stumps, no doubt, thereby umpire Devendra Suvedi. So Nepal has to lose their first wicket in the form of Kushal Burtel, who goes for 2. Nepal 10 for 1.
हरेक उत्सवलाई महोत्सव बनाउँदै लभी हस्पिटालिटी ग्रुप
Thank you, sir. Left arm round again.
Out comes the captain, Rohit Kumar Paudel, young leader of Nepal, is all set to face the real threat in this West Indian attack. Captain v captain. Akil Hussain, well, he does it again and again and again with this new ball. Slight change in the field. The slip fielder is going to come out into a catching mid-wicket. As the captain comes to the crease, there's his numbers. Good ones too. He's got a good record against sides from the Caribbean, the leading run scorer in that West Indies A series last year. Sharad, leg before decisions do not come any easier than this. He's almost walked for it.
You could see the idea. He was trying to play on that vacant mid-wicket area, but he was too late. The length was not there. It was up. He was trying to play it on the back foot and just missed it.
Tried to indicate it might have been going down leg. It wasn't. He's hitting the middle of middle, as easy as they come. Almost sheepishly given out by Durga Suvedi. Yes, Kushal, you're gone.
Batters never give themselves out. Lenny, not a surprise, and the form in which Kushal Burtel was, he would have loved to add up some runs for Nepal, but not this time.
Exceptional bowling, but Paudel does enough to get off the mark. A little feather of an edge, squeezes it to fine leg. It's 11 for 1.
Fair and Handsome, Vanikos Smart and Handsome, brightening cream and face wash. With nature and science, Natsa reduces dark spots, gives instant brighter look. Smart and Handsome.
handsome code.
हामी हौ KIEC अपलोड स्टडी तथा टेस्ट प्रिपरेसन को लागि एउटा विश्वसनीय नाम अस्ट्रेलिया UK US क्यानाडा न्यूजील्यान्ड कहाँ पढ्न जान चाहनुहुन्छ तपाई आउने हैन त KIEC
theme, hasn't it, particularly in this format for Nepal. have found a bit of consistency in ODI cricket up at the top. Asif Sheikh certainly has a stronger record in the ODI format than the T20I format. Just seem to always get themselves into tricky positions as Blades will continue. We heard Rohit Powdell mention maybe 150, 160 at the toss, but with the way in which Nepal bowl and field, whatever they get, they'll feel as though they're in the game. There's a bit of movement on offer here as well.
You can see nice shape in, bowled it full plates, stocking it around mid-wicket for a run, Powdell. They would look to see the back of Rohit in the pavilion. Team West Indies been a consistent performer for Team Nepal.
Captain does the fielding at mid-off. What's the reaction been like from back home? I've asked you a couple of times there, but you've had messages from every corner of Nepal, like far west down towards the Terai region. I'm sure, no doubt, in the capital city, Kathmandu too.
Yeah, see, like it's been the biggest achievement in T20 international cricket, I would say. So it's festival time as well. Today is full party, so you could see the celebrations at home. A lot of drinks, a lot of meat and drinks, a lot of celebrations going on.
Can you give viewers who've never been to Nepal, who aren't back in Nepal, an idea of just how keenly followed cricket is there? It's a religion almost.
Exactly, Lenny. I mean, every age group follows it at the moment. From kids from right up to my son who's 7 years old to our grandfather's age. So everyone would be staying in the same hall and watching and be glued to their TV screens, for sure.
Something I'm always struck by on my visits to Nepal. I've been there so often. Very much feels and is my second home these days, and I'm desperate to get back. I haven't been there this year with no international cricket for the men being played on home soil in 2025 due to the TU International Cricket Grounds reconstruction, a redevelopment, I suppose, with the seats added in. What a job this man has done, supported ably by Gyanendra Malla in the background as the assistant coach, Stuart Law. Been all around the world, hasn't he? The West Indies, with Bangladesh, with Sri Lanka, the USA, where he did such a good job. Blades beats the outside edge. But the reaction from back home, it's been the talk of social media. It's almost created more noise than India, Pakistan on social media at points. And I think the players, most of the Nepal players, went to that final yesterday as well.
Yeah, I think a lot of players, around 10, 12 players were there in the ground yesterday, and they were enjoying it. One day, they could be there as well, playing against India and Pakistan very soon.
Akbar Ali and Durga Subedi are two umpires there. And what a way to celebrate the victory over the West Indies. Just go and enjoy India v Pakistan at Dubai Sports City. I think that's pitched outside leg. End of the third, 14-1.
Introducing Devil's Hot Chicken Noodles. Nepal's hottest. It's devilicious.
Get the best value American degree in Nepal. How do you say? Got the best of everything, all at the best value.
And if you're watching us live right now, you're very welcome along to the coverage. Great to have the routine of Nepal Bandit team alongside Kantapur, and then all around the world, those different platforms that you can tune in on and enjoy, even here on the routine of Middle East here in the Gulf. You can see Powdell there anticipating the arm ball. It's been a cautious start, hasn't it? They probably are a little bit wary of Akil Hussain. They don't want to lose 2 or 3 in the power play.
Absolutely. It's their best bowler. Captain Hussain would look to pick up another here in the power play. Being cautious there, Rohit, trying to force it in the offside, but it wouldn't be easy that with that incoming angle.
Such a skill, isn't it? The arm ball is something that he goes to an awful lot, and Nepal won't have had much exposure to Akil Hussain. You just see here, he comes wide of the crease, and look at how far this comes in. The initial line is almost out towards the guideline, and it swings in like a boomerang or a banana. Cleans him up. Exceptional bowling. And one captain dismisses the other. The pressure was building. And the West Indies, well, back into their groove in this second match.
Yeah, big mistake there by Rohit Podel. Trying to force it. Bringing out the big hoik in the leg side. Big gap between the bat and pad, and it goes through. Again, it's the captain Hussain who gets over captain Rohit Podel. He has to go for 3 of 10. Nepal lose their second wicket for 14.
Go, Akil. Come on, Akil. Come on, Akil. Almost sixes, huh? Yeah. Too many sixes last game. Keep going, Akil. Akil! You want him so much? That's your leg stick.
Kushal Malla, he was really good 48 hours ago, put on 58 alongside the captain who's just been dismissed, Rohit Podel.
Go on, Akil. Come on, Akil.
Cleaned up by his opposite number for 3 of 10. Malla's real talent is that X factor of hitting sixes. Hit a couple the other evening. Possibly the left arm
Lovely, Zishan.
off spinner will be counteracted better by the left-hander. This was a wonderful piece of bowling, Sharon.
Absolutely. Look at the way it came in. Wide of the angle, pitched and came in sharply. Didn't get the length, Rohit, to hit that shot. Just went through it, but completely missed it. Bamboozled the stump.
Yeah, 30 Malla made,
Akil.
allied with
Close up for me now. Close up for me
Skipper's 38 in that really good third wicket partnership that started to make Nepal believe after what was a very nervy start in the opening game. Very similar here tonight.
Boys, come on.
Yeah, he needs to carry on. He has the highest strike rate in Team Nepal. They will need them in this situation as well. Asif Sheikh looking better in this game.
Oh my word.
A little fortunate for Asif Sheikh to just do enough to keep that out. We'll get the single. No doubt Nepal are in trouble though. 4 bowled, it's 16 for 2.
It 63 matches for Kushal Bertel, who's departed. Jason Holder into the attack. West Indies' most successful bowler in the first T20I is dispatched for 4. Parish off his first ball.
Good evening, everyone. That was a beautiful shot by Asif Sheikh, the opener. Leaning to the drive. Excellent shot. Chasing the gap on the offside. That is a copybook shot, Ian. Beautifully done by Asif Sheikh.
Jason Holder will be the only one who knows whether that was an error ball or he was looking for swing early. Does he pull his length back a little bit now? Yeah, just a little.
Again, trying to force that on the offside, getting that inside edge back to short fine leg for a single. Nepal need a partnership like what they did in the first game. Rohit Podel and Kushal Malla having a very good partnership.
What's up? Covering leg. Coming over for you. 4 to go.
Yeah, I believe it's given the strength, the relative strengths of both teams, you have to scrap for every run and the balance of power. And the reason I'm saying that is, yes, it is a West Indies team, but it is a West Indies team that is bereft of a number of first choice players. So a number of young batters who are not accustomed to having the lead roles and playing that frontline option apart from Kyle Mayers in that top order.
Hit it straight down the ground by Kushal Malla. That's umpires are checking whether it's carried all the way or one bounce. That was hit straight as an arrow by Kushal Malla. He's very good in lifting the ball up from the 30-yard circle.
And I wouldn't say it was a bad delivery either. It's just a high-class shot. The presentation of the bat face through the line of the ball. And Jason Holder will know that he perhaps can't be that close to Kushal Malla in future, so just 4. But it's a welcome boundary.
Kushal Malla just picked it up, hit it on the up, straight towards the bowler's head. One bounce over the boundary line. A good comeback ball by Jason Holder. Yorker length. Very, very experienced. Holder took 4 wickets in the first game.
Yeah, the Yorker that followed this shot, which gives us a good sighting of it just landing short. Going full again was brave bowling. I certainly would have been looking now to pull my length back, maybe back edge of a good length.
That was a full toss. Kushal Malla was surprised by that ball. After 5, Nepal 25-2.
Hi, I'm Ronishma. पुरा नाम भन्यो भने सोशल मिडियामा स्टप गर्छौ तर अहिले मलाई मेरो करियरमा फोकस गर्नु छ र हजुरहरूले पनि गर्नुपर्छ किनभने जानु छ अब्रॉड जस्तै अस्ट्रेलियामा डेटा साइन्स युएसए मा आईटी या युके मा बिजनेस त्यसैले ग्लोबल रिचलाई गर्नुहोस् राइट स्वाइप कहाँ पढ्नुहुन्छ के पढ्नुहुन्छ कुन युनिभर्सिटी भिजा कसरी सबै ग्लोबल रिच लेखेछ
Introducing Devil's Hot Chicken Noodles. Nepal's hottest bite. It's devilicious.
Bertel and Podell already gone. And Akil Hussain, who's picked up those wickets, continues for a 3rd. It's a lovely shot. Magnificent stroke.
This time around, Asif Sheikh playing the ball over the 30-yard circle. This is his 2nd boundary. Picked it up again nicely. Deliberately went over the top because power play is still running. Ian, I think this is an unusual field for a left-arm spinner. You don't see a long off.
Yeah, usually you find that man down at long off if he's looking to spin the ball away. What he has to do is be into the pitch in the way that he got Bertel and Podell, not full of length, but into the surface. Sort of like that. And misfield goes for 4. Back-to-back boundaries. And 2 lovely shots from Asif Sheikh.
Yes, this time around, it was a bit shorter and quicker through the air by Akil Hussain. Went to the back foot and cut it very fiercely, beating the fielder at cover point. Even though it was a misfield, nevertheless, a boundary for Nepal.
They got 34 for 2 in their power play in the previous game, the first T20I. Field has been strengthened on the offside. Smart. Fielder was taken out of mid-wicket previous ball and put into the offside, and it's stuck there for what?
Yes, 2 back-to-back boundaries and a single for Asif Sheikh, just rotating the strike. the left-hand, right-hand combination can disrupt the bowler's line and length. That is what these two Nepalese are trying to do. Talking about Akil Hussain, he's such a clever campaigner, clever bowler. The arm ball that he bowls, like we saw what Kushal Bhuttel had coming into him. And even Rohit Podol, the captain, who tried to slog sweep that ball, the ball coming into the right-handed and getting him keen bowled. Kushal Malla giving himself a bit of time, his natural and aggression.
Mind the two deep fielders are at long on and deep mid wicket. And the reason why I'll allude to what I said earlier, that you have to scrap, is because there are two batting lineups that are not necessarily going to score 190, 200 for you, not often anyway. And Nepal fields so well and use their bowling so strategically that the West Indies have to believe here that they need to limit them to something under 150. That'll be the goal. Whether they do that, only time will tell. It's good batting. It really is good batting. He got the length to play the shot again to close out the power play, 39 for 2.
यो डाक्टर नवीनको सधैँ नयाँ चमकदार देखिनेका जसको सबै छिमेकीले गुनासो मात्रै गर्छन् कसैको नयाँ घर हेरेर घाँटी भाङ्गिएको गुनासो सबै हैरान आए लिएर गुनासोको चाम
छोरा जन्मिँदा घरमा एशियन पेन्ट्स अल्टिमा प्रोटेक्ट शाइन लगाएको त्यति नै हो
यसमा भएको युभी हाइब्रिड टेक्नोलोजीले घाम पानी धुलोबाट दिन्छ वर्षौं वर्ष सुरक्षा घर रहन्छ सधैँ शाइनदार घर वर्षौं वर्ष
This is the power package, nicely tucked away off the pass. This one plumb in front. And we are talking about this shot. Rohit Podol trying to slot sweep that. This is an incredibly good shot by Kushal Malla. As if Sheikh again going over the top.
I understand why Akil Hussain chose to bowl a third. He had 2 for 4 from 2 overs. Usually he would press for a third. But good on Nepal and these two batters to take advantage of the final power play over. Now the middle overs, crucial. You've got Bidesi who will come into the attack. Zishan Mutara on his international debut. Fabian Allen was a little expensive in the first game. West Indies have gone with the extra spin option tonight.
Yes, identifying that the pitch is a little bit on the slower side. That is why they went with an extra spinner. Aerial ball back of the length by Jason Holder. Asif Sheikh wanted to take a run, but Kushal Malla sent him back.
Yeah, that's kind of where, after Jason Holder was struck, that was my option. He bowled an attempted Yorker, 2 attempted Yorkers, 1 was a full toss. That's sort of where I thought he might have gone after being struck down the ground. And there are different ways of operation.
That's way down the leg side. I think he tried to attempt an in-swinger. You can see the wrist position. That was, the seam was facing the fine leg fielder.
Yeah, he's experienced enough, Jason Holder, to know what he wants to. My option, and there are different ways, as I said, of doing it, would be asking them to play slightly more off the back foot. Not that one is right or wrong, because they're driving the ball well. So I would want to find out anyway what the back foot game looks like.
Yeah, absolutely right, Ian. Jason Holder, very experienced player, a very good campaigner. He knows what to do, what not to do. That is why he's bowling back at the length.
一日一日を積み重ねて今の僕が
one bouncer to Asif Sheikh to get him to the back foot, not let him in to drive.
Leg side field is strengthened. 3 deep fielders at mid-wicket, square leg and long on. Trouble at the bowler's end, trouble. He gets back. I think he gets back. That was outstanding fielding, though, by Zishan Motara at backward point. Oh, did he get back?
Sean, boy.
West Indies believe they have their man.
This is the first time we've seen in 2 matches between the 2 Nepali batters, misunderstanding. That was a very good fielding at backward point.
Gone by a foot at least. 40 got back my error. That's good from Zishan Motara on debut. That's a sort of fielding that we've seen from Nepal, and that's the energy the West Indies need to bring with their youngsters in the field. Young kid from Barbados on debut. Fielding in those hot spots at backward point. And Kushal Malla goes for 7. 43 for 3.
हरेक उत्सवलाई महोत्सव बनाउँदै लभी हस्पिटालिटी ग्रुप
Get one to a man, get one to a man.
Sandeep Jora in at 5. One of the things the West Indies would have talked about is this being more intense in the field. Motara has done that. And Holder has now pulled his length back for the 2nd consecutive delivery. But that piece of fielding was outstanding.
Yes, it was that creative, the run out, Kushal Malla back in the hut. Talking about Sandeep, let's look at the wicket again. Excellent dive. And threw the ball very quickly to Jason Holder. The throw was accurate. And the rest of doing by Jason Holder.
Yeah, that's more like it. That's more West Indian stuff. Wide signal, though. It does not please Holder any.
Yeah, we all thought that was a very good bumper by Jason Holder, but given as a wide. The batsman Sundeep Zora had to take evasive action. It was headed directly to his helmet.
$45 for 3. as well as Jediah Blades. No Obed McCoy. North. He went to his primary school up in that part of the country and then to Queen's Royal College in Port of Spain. And he talks about having to wake up, to leave home at 3 o'clock in the morning to travel from where he lived in Biche to Queen's Royal College and then return home at 5:36 in the evening. And his control of length in that first T20 international was remarkable and creditable.
Hit it over extra cover, Asif Sheikh. Yet another boundary for him. Excellently played by Asif Sheikh over the extra cover. This was slightly fuller delivery by Naveen. In the slot. Nicely done by Asif Sheikh. Good cricket all round by Asif Sheikh, hitting a 4 and taking a single, rotating the strike again.
And the boundary actually brought up the 50 for Nepal. Mbadesi has to get back to his good length. That's better. That's the length. Don't experiment too much initially. 52 for 3.
हामी हौ KIEC अपलोड स्टडी तथा टेस्ट प्रिपरेसन को लागि एउटा विश्वसनीय अस्ट्रेलिया UK US क्यानाडा न्यूजीलैंड कहाँ पढ्न जान चाहनुहुन्छ तपाई आउने हैन त KIEC
Well, the 50s come up in good style too. Asif Sheikh is anchoring this innings. But after what feels like a rather needless run-out, not even a dive attempted by Kushal Malla to try and regain his ground at the non-striker's end, it's left Nepal in a slightly difficult position, as we'll see the debutant. Leg spin from both ends and given the treatment immediately, over-pitched by young Zishan. Spanked away for 4 by Asif Sheikh, who's looking very good, as I welcome Carlos Brathwaite.
Yeah, nice shot from Asif Sheikh, getting into his innings nicely. Hit wide of long off. Looks powerful, it's classy as well.
Wouldn't have been too many times a West Indian 11 would have fielded 2 specialist wrist spinners.
Yeah, it's a good change. Something that West Indies fans, the coaches, all and sundry have been crying out for. And it's still a work in progress. I don't think because you have 2 spinners all of a sudden now we'd be able to get 20 wickets straight off the bat. But series like this is so important to be able to test them. It's a level up from breakout. They always get a chance or a fair chance or a long enough run in the CPL. So this is where you sink or swim.
Just the 2 appearances in the CPL this year for the Barbados Royals. 19 professional appearances in total, but what a special moment. You remember that moment yourself when you got your first cap, Carlos? Slug sweep comes out, finds the gap and finds 4. Good identification of length from Sandeep Jora and well put away.
Yeah, as soon as he's been a bit full. They've attacked. They know the length they want to attack. They're finding the angles nicely.
Up around the corner, and a very nervy first over for the youngster is dispatched away for 13. Nepal on the rise at 65 for 3. Just a little surge for Nepal. Despite that run out of Kushal Malla, they've continued to attack the inexperienced wrist spinners. 20 have come from the last 2 overs. Real challenge for wrist spinners, whoever they're playing against, coming into international cricket.
Yeah, not with much cricket behind either of them, to be fair to them.
I was asking you what receiving your first cap was like. What's something like this, getting tips and knowledge passed on by a West Indian legend to you?
Yeah, it'd be important, and not necessarily from a leg spin perspective. Not sure how many leg spinners Bish bowled, but talk.
Visa,
We're talking to Bish before games, and it actually kind of calmed me down a lot. A lot of times it's him trying to find out different things from the player. And as a player, it soothes you because someone with the stature of Ian Bishop is asking you about how you see the game and allowing you to share your nuggets with him. So yeah, I think it's mighty important, and after a good showing, it would have felt good for him to have a chat with someone like Ian Bishop, both from Trinidad, made him feel really comfortable. And it's such a highly charged area, international cricket. You always try to find those bits that soothe you before or after a game.
Just beats the cover fielder and is going to race ever so closely to the rope. It's now giving it a kiss. That will be 4. Not sure it was the strongest effort from the captain at cover in Akil Hussain, and then behind him the former captain Jason Holder doesn't really follow it up. The end result will be 4.
Yeah, this is where Nepal definitely won the first game in the field, whether it was the run-outs or saving runs on the boundary.
They're just so quick between the wickets. They do all the basics right, and it was those 1%ers that proved the difference.
Yeah, 100%. And you thought West Indies started a little bit better with Zishan Matar at point, effecting the run-out, but it hasn't continued in that direction. It's something they need to change in the final 10 overs if they decide to salvage this game.
Well, all of a sudden it feels as though the honours are even. The West Indies, no doubt, had the best of the first half of that first session, but Nepal are surging thanks to a good partnership. It's worth 31 now. As we get to the halfway stage of the first innings, it'll be time for the players to take in a drink, with Nepal at 74 for 3.
Introducing Devil's Hot Chicken Noodles. Nepal's hottest bite. It's devilicious.
Unity Cup, Nepal versus West Indies, powered by Extreme Energy Drink, in association with Coca-Cola, NASA Securities, Lovey Hospitality Group, associate sponsors, Bajaj Pulsar, Devil's Hot Chicken Noodles, eSewa, supported by Model Institute of Technology, MIT, Nepal Airlines, Nepal Tourism Board, Bardhan IVF Nepal, Vivo, broadcasted by Routine of Nepal Bandhan.
Asif Sheikh, star of the show thus far, striking at more than 150. And Sandeep Jora has come in. This is his role to play, to work it around, to allow the power hitters to come in after. The likes of Dipender Singh Ari and Gulshan Jha and the returning Mohammad Adil Alam. Here's the 3 wickets that have fallen. Kushal Patel got himself in a horrible tangle. Rohit Powdell probably just felt the pressure of the dot balls building up against him. And then this was probably the unforgivable one, a real mix-up. Marvellous work by the youngster at backward point, combining with Jason Holder to catch Kusal Mala short. And he was run out for 7. Lots of spin options for the West Indies tonight. Fabian Allen, an experienced one of those. He comes into the attack now for the first time with the 2 right-handers at the crease. And the talk you would imagine, Carlos, for the West Indies in that drinks break will be that they need to break this partnership. As they do take on the single. That could have been close. He's a phenomenal fielder, Fabian Allen. The initial stop was very good. Could this have been out with a direct hit?
Definitely it's close. You talk about fielding and fielding prowess. I think Fabian Allen's up there with one of the best in the world. Slight fumble on the return, but up quickly and would have been gone. Would have been gone.
You talk about him being one of the best fielders in the world. Kareem Agor's catch the other day comes with that pedigree from the USA days. I think this was out. I think you're right. Gone, and gone for all money. To even turn that into an opportunity was marvellous athleticism. But you must have been impressed by Nepal's fielding, not just Dipender Singh Ari, who you knew all about, having played with him at the GT20, but Kushal Patel too.
Yeah, it was having a siege mentality. And if the big dog isn't up to the mark, you can outgun them with your basics versus their skills.
I know they'll have been well prepped, and I'm not saying they were underestimating Nepal, but do you feel they were surprised by particularly the speed to